Good morning, everybody. We did get started on time today. Very happy about that. And we're getting a bunch done here in our little palm tree paradise. Got some stuff done over there in that little island. But look in the background over there. Can you zoom in enough, Christian? We thought we were doing something with our crane out here. Look at them boys over there. Kristen said, I think they're planting trees. I was like, that doesn't look like no tree I've ever seen. I said, I think they're taking a tree down, but look at that. So they're doing a real careful job. Don't look at me, look at that. That's the Halfway House Restaurant. If you guys are into history, Halfway House Restaurant, it was halfway between Petersburg and Richmond. And I believe at one time it was actually a halfway house for people. I remember learning about it in school. And then I remembered that our landmark at work, my dad would always tell people, we were 1 block from the Halfway House Restaurant. Now, of course, we were talking to local people that knew what it was. But it's a very expensive restaurant. You go in there, you go spend $300 for 2 people. But it is great. So that tree, I guess, is over encroaching on that building, and they're taking it down today. Which, if we had the time and it wasn't a Friday, we'd probably go over and video that, because I can appreciate some tree work, because one of my good friends is an arborist. Matter of fact, several of my good friends are arborists, and they literally put their life on the line every day to do what they do. So trees are looking good. They're starting to open up. Got Calvin over there working his little butt off, getting everything cleaned up. I pretty much decided I'm gonna put a hammock between those two with a couple beach chairs and a couple drink holders and some sand, and that's where y'all gonna find me. You're not gonna find me in St. Louis. You're gonna find me hanging between my palm trees. Not like Nelly, because Nelly's in St. Louis, right? I guess. It's a pretty good song. You don't even know? I have no idea. Oh, God. Okay. So anyway, just strike that from this conversation. We got a piece of fence put up. Everything's going good. Day 3 of this little area, but it takes a lot of work. And I was just saying in my little short clip, I was over in that island there planting some hosta, not pasta. I said pasta. Christian's eyes lit up. He thought we had pasta for lunch. But I was planting some of my famous hosta over there. And while I was sitting there, 2 people pulled up to pull out at the stop sign, gave me thumbs up. Then 2 people actually rolled their windows down and said how much they appreciated this getting cleaned up and that getting cleaned up. And they actually watched the videos and appreciate us saying something about the transporters parking there. They know it's nothing we can do about it. We have tried everything we can. But when you're trying to pull out, it's a safety thing. You guys know we preach safety with everything we deal with day in and day out. With tow trucks, with lifted trucks. Make sure to be safe. Make sure to have your suspension rechecked. Make sure to go over things. Make sure to tighten your lug nuts. Everything we mess with has a safety concern, and we want you guys to be safe. But just an example here, he uncovered, we cut that down within an hour of me buying this property. I came back from paying for it, and we cut that tree down because it was such a nuisance even for us, all the way over there pulling out every day. That tree or bush came around this. Look, the vines are still here. It stuck out that far. It made it so you could barely see traffic coming up that hillside. So we cut that one down day 1. Then I had to deal with all the county stuff. So that stopped things. But then we cut down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of them and opened it up, you know, for the palm trees. And I don't know, they've probably been there 30 or 40 years, some kind of bush or shrub that probably supposed to be this tall, ended up that tall. Matter of fact, the other one was also into this line right here, which I think is our, I think that's probably our cable line, which we might not even need, but that's our power line over there. Well, we got a fun day, guys. If you're still with us, we're going live in a little while on TikTok, and I'm going to see if we can get the internet to work good enough before we go live on YouTube. And during that live, we're going to do a giveaway. Christian's going to select what we're going to do. Probably going to be some merch on this one, but next week's giveaway is going to be for one of the nice tailgate benches. And then we've also got a good platform of things. I got to get with them to sit down. We've got some good notes put away on what we're going to do going forward, because this summer is going to be full of a lot of cool giveaways, some small, some big. Got that out this morning, drove it first thing. Nothing puts a smile on your face better than running down to the gas station, grabbing a little energy drink, putting a little premium fuel, got the radio cranking. That really starts your day off right in a nice square body. With I got Daniel working on something to patent, because he's good with the patent stuff. So I bottled up I took a mason jar in there with me today, and right when the wind was just right and the smell was just right, I capped it. So we're gonna start patenting and selling that. So if you guys have a square body that's lost all of its old school odor, we're gonna be able to give it back to you. Hopefully it stays fresh. We gotta do a little test on that. I mean, girls, you know, sell farts in a jar and stuff, so it's gotta work, right? Platinum, F450, 2 more of these trucks coming. So if you guys are not familiar with the platform of these, and I do have a customer I need to respond to that wants a window sticker picture, please remind me of that, Christian. While we're doing the live, we're going to do it in the square body building. I watched somebody yesterday that does some stuff similar as far as ATVs go. Great guy, and his live, he's real energetic for an older dude, and we're going to try to do something very similar. And the building over there is very hot, so I wore a shirt that really shows when you sweat, so that's probably going to work out not so well. But during the live, we're going to figure out what we're going to do as far as a giveaway, maybe when we hit a certain amount of numbers in the room. That sound good? Yeah, whoever is the one that clicks into the room, do we have a way to see that? Okay, so that won't work. The 100th comment or something. We're going to figure it out. But we want you guys to be, we love to be able to go live every day, but, you know, by a phone call, you can be live with us. You call Christian and say, Christian, can you go look at that 79 truck for me and take a picture of the right-hand wheel on the inside, on the back? And we're going to go out and we're going to take a picture on the right-hand side on the back, unless it's a rainy day and he doesn't want to lay on the ground, we're going to do it. If you want pictures of one up on the rack or up on the lift, we're going to start doing better as they go through our service shop about doing that up front so we don't have to do it afterwards. But a lot of you guys ask, can you please get some pictures underneath of the vehicle, whether it be a car or a truck? Trucks are easy, we can lay down and do it. Cars are not so easy. We're also going to document much better each and every vehicle so that you guys feel a little more comfortable with your situation. We have found that people really do like that. And sometimes one video doesn't capture it all. A video in the building is not as good as a video out here in the sunshine. A video in the shade is not the same as one in the sunshine. But I hope our lives go over pretty good today. Our live videos. I hope all of our lives and your lives also going very good. But our live videos, I hope, are good. We're going to put some effort into it. AJ needed to move stuff around in there anyway, so he spends some time in the square body building, getting them moved around. We do need to put the Suburban in there. And guys, that's a very overlooked truck. I drove it to the upholstery shop to pick up some seats the other day because it's one of the few things that has room in the back and it's not 10 foot tall. That's a very overlooked truck for a square body SUV. It is 2-wheel drive, but it's a great running Jasper replacement motor, fuel injected 5.7, automatic transmission, air conditioned works. That is a really very, very good running truck. We had something else for this video. What was it, Christian? It's Friday. If we don't get to another video as far as a presented video, have a good weekend, everybody. Hopefully you have a great, happy, safe weekend. Next week, our video should be 1,000 times better and more energetic and more fruitful with the camera because Christian will be on vacation. Christian gets a vacation. So he's going to be gone, but he is getting things ready, so there should not be any lapse and stuff. He's actually spending a lot of time. I had to pull him away from it just now, getting everything entered. We have a book where we have all of our, processes and things in there. So Trista, my oldest daughter, will be taking over that and getting those things put in line by line, getting vehicles loaded. So hopefully there won't be any overlap. Sometimes we might go a day without posting something. Yesterday we had, six? 6 vehicles just yesterday to post. Raymond's already on his way back with 2 more this morning, and he'll probably go out again for maybe 2 more if I can get everything put together. They may not make it on the website, but that's 4 vehicles arriving, and our regular transporter's bringing 2 more in also. So we got 6 vehicles again today. They may not get on the web, but 6 vehicles nevertheless. Next week we also may have a little bit of catch-up time, and for Trista I might teach her a few things. We may post a couple ATVs or ATCs. But we will miss Christian in all reality while he's not here because he does handle a lot of things. He is the one responding to a lot of your guys if you're emailing to trucks@davisautosales.com. Again, that is trucks@davisautosales.com. That is an email that goes directly to him. If you have a complaint, don't send it there because he'll probably delete the email before I see it. So make sure that comes to JW at davisautosales.com. Also, a lot of guys don't know how to get a hold of us. 804-271-0030. That's 804-271-0030. That is the number to get directly in touch with us. If you're looking for cleaning systems and you call that number, you're not going to get an answer. While we've been over here, each day there's been at least 2 people coming here. So if you guys have a pressure washing business, he retired. He's not interested in doing it any longer. If you have a pressure washing business, you might want to give me your phone number so I can refer it to people, because he has one employee that does a little work. He actually maintains our stuff still for us, but if you're selling or sales or whatever, give me your phone number. I'll be happy to give some cards out to people when they stop in here, because they're always asking, where do I go? But my man here was great. I mean, he was in the industry for a long time. He did great. He had a thriving business for 40 some years. He was here a long time. So Steve, we hope you're appreciating your retirement, and we appreciate being able to buy this property as you promised us that we could, even though it was many years later than when we wanted to buy it. We still ended up buying it, which was amazing. So thanks, guys. Hope you have a good day. We do have a lot of content for you today. I do have to take Daniel back. He brought back the black Chevrolet. Let's show that real quick, Christian. We definitely need to do a video of that today. And for you flower and shrub and planting aficionados, that right there on the corner, that is a hosta. I planted that hosta as that right there. Matter of fact, you can split this hosta one more time. I might have planted it as something like that. Hosta is, we'll do a whole video about it. They think I'm a plant weirdo, but I have split from a plant that many times to have several hundred that are that size currently between different properties, which is pretty crazy. But I need to teach Trista. Trista, planting 101, 5 minutes. Okay. So I just split those off, and those are actually more pieces than they should be, but I want them to go ahead and take root. We planted them a little late this year. You should plant them a little sooner, probably almost a month sooner. But come into summer, I'll split them off, I'll put them in the greenhouse, and we'll have hundreds, and these will be the same size the next year, which is crazy. And I'm not some weirdo plant guy. I just love my hosta. And my grandfather and uncles and father were very big outdoors people. My dad was 4-H, and my dad was Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts and all that, and he could tell you every tree, everything, every bug, every insect. I think that's a really lost art, and I'm really upset later in life that I didn't pay more attention, because I thought it was stupid. You know, all kids thought, of my age group, thought Boy Scouts was stupid. Well, now compared to some of the things that you hear about, but back then it wasn't. And I did do a little bit of Cub Scouts, and I did learn a lot. I was looking at some pictures the other day, and we did a lot of cool projects, but I wish I'd paid more attention. You guys, if you have some outdoorsy grandfathers, great-grandfathers, or even a father, pay attention. Those bugs and all that stuff that you might think are the dumbest thing to listen or sit through. My daughter's the same way. She doesn't give 2 craps about this stuff. But you will regret it one day, because I don't know that they teach it any longer. I don't know if you really have those groups. I don't even know if that stuff even exists anymore. So, but if you can be part of it, you should be part of it. I think you'll be real happy later in life that you were. So we got to skip off here. Oh, black truck, black Chevrolet. Got sidetracked with my, I know, it happens. It happens. I fixed a pothole right there, so Mom would quit driving in it every day. We did get Mom's vehicle cleaned up, so that was good. This Chevy here, extremely nice, clean. Daniel just finished it up. Like everything, you know, it was lifted. It was in good shape, but there were still things that he wanted to do and the shop needed to do, so him and Brian jumped on top of it. And I think I even saw Jake in there working on it a little bit. Fixed everything up. It's a 1500 on 40s, so that's a big lift on that truck. It is 80,000 miles. It is $29,995. That is pretty much the same price that this truck would be listed at any dealer bone stock. And if you do the math on lift kit, tires, wheels, accessories, lights, tinted windows, visors, steps, bed cover, roll bar. You're talking probably 15 grand quickly in accessories on this truck. So 15 grand for free if you like a lifted truck on 40s. Clean truck, clean history, clean title in our hands. So there's no delays with this truck. And I almost can guarantee, and I'll let you guys know on the video if it happens, I'm pretty sure another dealer will scarf this up from us. Christian shaking his head, yes. I bet you if it's live, is it live? Okay, so it's live. It will go on the dealer-to-dealer network, and I'm pretty positive a dealer out west, say Texas, or maybe down south in Florida, will scarf that up for our listed price on our lot and resell it, and ship it, and pay their people to deal with it, and still make a profit. So it's another one that I'm telling you guys right up front, it's a extravagant deal, but it was a local truck. I didn't have to travel to buy it. I don't have a bunch of extra money invested. I got the little bit of money that was spent with the shop. We'll go through service and inspection in about an hour at the service shop. Detail, she's looking good. Somebody's gonna get a great truck. So thanks guys. That's your Friday update for now with Davis Auto Sales in Richmond, Virginia. Thanks a lot, and there's the phone number one last time.